Germany's dMAT, explained end to end. What the test is, who must take it, and what's actually on the screen. If you're an Indian graduate planning a master's in Germany, there is now a test between you and your APS certificate. It's called the dMAT. The first one is on the 26th of September 2026. Registration closes on the 15th of September. The dMAT is not from a German government education department. You'll see that written a lot. It's built by g.a.s.t, the Kassel for Academic Studievorbereitung and TestInvalidum. If that's a mouthful, you already know their other work, TestDaF and TestAS. The format was developed with the universities of Ulm and Kassel, and the original development was supported by the DAAD. That matters, because it tells you what kind of test this is. g.a.s.t builds standardized aptitude tests. Not knowledge exams, not language exams, aptitude. Second correction, not everyone has to take it. For the introductory phase, the dMAT applies to you only if your undergraduate degree is in one of three areas: engineering, commerce, accounting, finance, or economics, or business and management. And you're applying through APS India for a master's program starting summer semester 2027 or later. If you're a bachelor's applicant, a PhD applicant, an exchange student in a different field, you already hold an APS certificate, or you completed your APS registration before the 29th of June 2026, you're exempt. Check that date. A lot of people are exempt and don't know it. The dMAT has two modules. The core module measures general cognitive ability. 3 subtests, 20 tasks each, 25 minutes each. That's g.a.s.t's, EAG's own published figure. Then a subject module.
Here's the part most guides blur. Which subject module you take depends on how you're applying, not what you'd prefer. On the APS India route, your subject module is the general academic module, the same module for every field. It isn't your degree subject. Some individual programs require a discipline module instead. The appointment is 3.5 hours, that's g.a.s.t's wording. The 3 timed core subtests add up to 75 minutes. Official preparation material says you may not take notes. The current test fee is €150 to g.a.s.t, and the APS verification fee is separate. Reading about these subtests is useless. Let me show you what they actually look like inside our platform, where we've rebuilt the exam interface task for task. 4 matrices show you figures moving, rotating, and changing color by fixed rules. And here's the detail that trips people up. You don't pick the 5th matrix. You pick the 5th and the 6th. Both. 1 task, 2 answers. Every one of our items has a written, rule-by-rule explanation attached. Not, the answer is B. Why it's B. Mathematical equations. 20 tasks, 25 minutes, about 75 seconds each. A system of simple equations. Every letter is a whole number from 1 to 20, exactly 1 valid assignment. And this is the subtest that surprises everyone. You don't choose from options, you type the value of every letter. Which means practicing this on paper or on a multiple choice mock trains the wrong thing. You need the keyboard, under the clock. Watch, I'll type 85. The rule on screen says 1 to 20. Our platform doesn't stop me. No warning, no red box. And on the review page it's marked wrong, with the reason.
That's deliberate. A form validator that rescues you every time you break a rule is a validator you won't have when it counts. Learn the constraint, don't lean on the software. Latin squares. 20 tasks, 25 minutes, a 5x5 grid. The letters A to E appear exactly once in every row and every column. 1 cell is marked with a question mark. Which letter goes there? Easy ones follow the simple row and column elimination. Harder ones need multi-step deduction. If you've done hard Sudoku, this will feel familiar. Then the general academic module. And straight away I have to flag something, because everything I'm about to describe about this module is our estimate, not g.a.s.t's specification. 90 minutes, 4 options per question. Quantitative reasoning, data tables, logical reasoning, number series, academic vocabulary. That's PrepareBuddy's reconstruction. It is not published fact. Here's why nobody else will tell you that. g.a.s.t has not published a single general academic module sample, not one. For the 3 core subtests they've published full preparatory materials, and our practice follows them exactly. For the GAM, there is nothing official to follow. If you see anyone advertising an official GAM mock right now, they are guessing too, they're just not telling you. Scoring. Third correction, and the biggest one. There is no pass mark. None. You cannot fail the dMAT. A low score does not automatically cost you your APS certificate. That's APS India's own wording.
Your certificate shows two things per module. A dMAT score, 0 to 200, with the average set at 100, and a percentile rank. Two module scores, core module and subject module. The total is the sum, out of 400. That's what the real certificate reports. What you're looking at now is our diagnostic, a score per subtest. That the diagnostic is also approaching state. This is purposely the consequence of conforming your right, make up your best money, but the diagnostic is purposely the consequence of consequences that make up your best money. Make up your best money. And this is on our screen, not buried in a footer. g.a.s.t has not published its raw score to 200 conversion tables. So the score our platform gives you is a PrepareBuddy estimated scale. We'd rather you trust the diagnostics than the number. Universities decide individually what to do with it. Currently, RWTHA-AHN and the University of Göttingen use the dMAT/MATS as a selection criterion. Check your target program directly. The certificate is issued by GA. The certificate is issued by g.a.s.t, referenced on your APS certificate, and it never expires. So, how do you prepare for a requirement that is brand new in the APS India process, with no India past papers and no published general academic module sample? You practice the format until it costs you nothing. Every equation system is brute force checked to have exactly one solution. Every Latin square is proven to force its answer. Every figure sequence is verified to have exactly one logical continuation, machine checked, before it ever reaches you. Afterwards, every question reviewed with a written explanation. Where your points came from, subtest by subtest. Suggested moves, ranked by impact. Download it as a PDF, share it with your tutor.
And if your program needs data science or computer science instead, the core module is identical for every route. 3 of your 4 scored sections, 200 of your 400 points.
The full-length practice test is free. All 4 sections, published core timing, a clearly labeled estimated general academic module, and machine-verified keys. Link is in the description. If you're a counselor, sit it yourself before you advise anyone. If you run a coaching center or an institution and you need this under your own brand, talk to us. That's what the platform is for. The APS India requirement is new, and the first India sitting is still ahead. The people who walk in already familiar with the task mechanics will spend less time decoding the format. Take it. The full-length practice test is free. All 4 sections, published core timing, clearly labeled estimated GAM, and machine-verified keys. Link is in the description.